In this podcast, we'll be covering JuJuTsu no Kaisen Season 1, Episode 1 and 2, socially anime style in-depth spoiler review. If you haven't watched Season 1, Episode 1 and 2, we do recommend you watching it and then come back to our video. Everyone, Goke, Kuma, Dewa Hajimashou.
Onix, man, what do you think about the two other club members? We have Sasaki and Iguchi, and these are the Occult Phenomenon Research Club. Let me know, man, what do you think about the club meeting?
The best part for me was the actual club name itself, occult. That definition straight up means like supernatural, mystical, or magical beliefs. So I thought that worked funny that it opens up with them playing their, I guess, the Japanese version of the Ouija board.
Yeah,
and they're going through it. Yeah. And I guess they're older than our guy, Yuji, because Yuji calls them both senpai. I thought that was just a funny, again, another funny, light-hearted moment that just ties into everything.
Yeah, I liked their dynamic. I liked their relationship. I like how it was super light. But also, dudes, what the heck? How in the world did they get their principal to okay an occult club at the school? Real talk, getting my school to okay an anime club took some time. And then remember when what was it? When like Harry Potter books and stuff like that, parents were making big deals about kids reading Harry Potter books, and then these guys have an occult club at their school. Hilarious.
Yeah, I will say though, like the funny thing that really caught my attention was, like you said, that cult club in the high school. Man, that would never happen in Japan. Like Japan already has a big problem with cults, and they're listed everywhere on high school and college campus like grounds. Like posters from the school administration saying, hey, be wary of this cult, be wary of this particular gang or, cult club, like don't join. So they're really strict on actual like cults and clubs in general. So like that would never have been approved or took place.
But even like all right, so here's a question. You're gonna keep talking about this for a second. So like even with it being about like the supernatural, they wouldn't okay it, because remember that show Smallville. Remember they had the Clark and Zoe, they had that kind of club at their school where they were like investigating supernatural things that would happen all over Smallville. So in Japan they still wouldn't have like a spiritual, like they wouldn't allow that.
That's the gray area. I mean, if they kept the name Occult Club, that's definitely not happening. If they changed their name and had some, little gray area, just be a little deceitful, they probably would have been able to get away, carry on with it. Because I mean, honestly, like if they're just trying to play the Ouija board or something, depending on like what school and campus they go to, that still I don't think would even fly. I don't think that would.
Here we go. So the other curse grabs Yuji, and Yuji and he has the finger in his hand, and Fushiguro is like, pass me the finger. Don't let this curse eat the finger, because once he does, he's going to be super, super powerful. And Yuji's thinking, okay, well, I can't, my hands are incapacitated and I just have this thing in my mouth, which is disgusting, by the way. So this nasty kid throws it up in the air and swallows an adult-sized finger without chewing it, which is so disgusting. And then just boom, just completely kills that curse, completely kills the monster. And then you see all these tattoos start appearing on Homeboy's body. And then at that point, Fushiguro's like, you no longer human. I have to execute you. So, but before he said that, you can kind of tell Yuji's possessed or something, like he's kind of possessed because he's talking, but then somebody else is talking. He's like, what do you mean give me control? The other demon or whatever that's inside of him is like, give me control of the body or something like that. He's like, you mean my body? This is my body. I get control of it. And then the demon kind of goes to sleep, and then he gets back to his senses, And then that's when Fushiguro's like, by the power of jujutsu, whatever, it's my time. It's my time to execute you. And he's like, wait, what? And that's when the episode ends. And it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so dope. So now, again, this is reminding me more of Naruto. It's like, okay, this guy has a cursed monster inside of him. Come on, dog. And then we had the Fushiguro summoning the demon dogs. Yeah, so that reminded me of Naruto as well.
And the curse marks.
Yeah, and the curse marks. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, Onix, exactly. But dude, outside of all that, like, that was dope. I was like, oh man, I feel so bad for this dude. Now he's gonna get killed.
Oh, definitely. And as Goke said, so that's really where, at this super hyped point, now our character Yuji, Itadori Yuji, he is now basically, Onix, what would you say, possessed, I guess?
Yeah, he's possessed.
Basically,
Yeah, basically when Yuji eats the cursed object, he got possessed. There's like, I guess some demon, less than a quarter of a demon spirit possessed, living in that object. So when Yuji consumed the object, he became a little bit possessed by this demon.
Yes, and this is where the title reference comes in, and he is possessed by no different than the title of episode 1, which is Ryumen Sukuna. And my favorite part at the end is where he's out and about, he's looking over the town, he's like, oh man, there's women and children, they're maggots, and I'm gonna kill, and it's gonna be a wonderful massacre. And yeah, I was like, this dude is straight crazy. And that is how episode 1 ends. At this point, we're going to take this quick jump right into episode 2, the name of which is called For Myself. We're going to pick it right back up where it left off, because quite honestly, that's where it starts out. We are still right outside the high school. We have a face-off basically happening between Fushiguro and Yuji. And we know now that Yuji is possessed by none other than the crazy Ryumen Sukuna. Now, his backstory thing, I have no clue, because we, like Onix said, we haven't got that far yet. But all I know is this dude's crazy. So right at the beginning, a third party shows up. Goke, who is this dude? Who shows up and what is going on?
Well, when the guy showed up, I thought it was Kakashi Sensei dressed up in different things. Because again, the dude has white hair, and then spiked white hair, and then instead of covering his mouth, they cover his eyes. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess he taught his student how to summon the dogs. Nah. So who actually comes is Gojo Sensei. This dude arrives, and he's got a kind of a smile on his face. He's
completely relaxed.
Yeah, he's relaxed. He's
so relaxed. Yeah.
I thought when he came on, he was extremely relaxed and chill, where Fushiguro was completely raveled. Like he didn't know what to do or if he could beat Yuji at this point, and he was just losing his mind. And when his sensei shows up, his sensei is just completely, confident, you could say, in demeanor.
Yeah, and that actually hyped me up, because if we saw, how strong he is when Fushiguro is scared, and like we saw him summon the dogs and we saw him fight, and he kind of easily killed that monster in the school, once they were able to save the other two students. But he was completely scared, and this guy that arrives is just like, hey, what's going on?
Okay, so I'm gonna say, so I feel that you guys are giving total respect to this sensei, Sensei Goju Sensei, right? And it's his demeanor. He knows that he's strong, and I realize that too, but that wasn't what did it for me. What did it for me is how he punks out Fushiguro. He's like, oh man, you're not looking good. He takes his phone out and he's snapping pictures. He's like, oh, I'm gonna show the second and third years this. Click, click, click. I'm like, wait a second. My boy Yuji just got possessed by Sukuna. This fight was epic. And then this dude shows up and he makes it all a clown show. And that's where you guys are totally right. because he's so far beyond this that he can joke and sit there and snap photos of his student talking about, I'm gonna send these to the higher ups in the classroom. They're gonna be laughing at you. Wait a second. He was about to die like 3 seconds ago. Oh, I could, man. I was laughing so hard at that part. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude. Call back to the first episode. So remember when Fushiguro's talking on the phone, we learned that he was talking to this guy on the phone. And when he hangs up, he's like, I swear I'm gonna hit him the next time I see him.
Yeah.
It's because he's such a he's kind of a mean teacher, right? Like, I'm gonna take these pictures and send them to your classmates so they can make fun of you. Hilarious.
So we talked about, the sensei showing up and just kind of drastically changing the scene. Onix, man, tell me about, what is this 10-second fight? What is that? What does that mean?
It lasted 10 seconds, if that. Yeah, Sensei Gojiro just straight up demolishes Yuji curse mode. That's not the official name. I'm just saying that's what I'm going to call it. When Yuji gets possessed like that, that's his curse mode.
Okay.
But yeah, the Sensei Goju even said, he was like, hey, my students are watching, so I could kill you in less than a second, but I'm going to show off a bit.
He does.
And he makes it 10 seconds.
Yeah. He's like, sorry, dude, I got a student here. I got to kind of show out, beat you up a little bit while this is going on. What I did really pick up from that was the curse mode Yuji. He said Sensei Gojo was a JuJuTsu sorcerer. So I have no idea what that means. Is that, I'm assuming that's the highest level of teaching you can master is a sorcerer level.
Yeah, and it was weird. When you use the word sorcerer, maybe it means something different, but I'm thinking of, a magic wand or something like that, or a pointy hat or whatever. But they called him a JuJuTsu sorcerer, which is, it's interesting. So I guess we'll learn about that. But yeah, this fight, the only thing that I was laughing about was how they said it was 10 seconds. And I thought about Dragon Ball Z when Goku was leaving the planet Namek, and he was in a fight for 5 seconds with Frieza that lasted 47 episodes. So I'm like, 10 seconds. 10 seconds can be 16 episodes in anime, but it was really 10 seconds. It was really 10 seconds.
I think we all know DBZ is a master of that. Even with their power tournament, which was supposed to be 47 minutes, went on for a long time.
2 seasons.
So essentially, we're thanking the creator and the artist for staying true to 10 seconds. We appreciate it, and not stretching it out to 47 episodes. I want to throw one more thing out there. This cockiness, this I'm super powerful. I mean, he says that actually. He's like, I'm the best.
Yeah.
That's confident, But even funnier, again, I'm loving Gojo Sensei at this point as well, because he even tells Fushiguro, he's like, yo, hold my Kiku Fuku from Kiku Suian. I'm like, what is that? It's a food. He explains, this dude is so nonchalant. He's like, yo, hold my lunch, homie, while I take out this freaking demon cursed dude in my break time. Oh, I was just out shopping. So man, the character that he built up already, he seems cocky, but not in a frustrating way to me.
He wasn't arrogant.
Seems like, I know that I'm so strong and I'm funny about it, but not throwing it in your face kind of way.
Yeah, he wasn't arrogant about it.
No, there we go. He didn't have that arrogance. And I think that's why I still really like his character. He didn't throw me off, So like Onix was saying, he just demolishes in his, as Onix says, his curse form.
Nice. Let's roll with that, man.
So now we have the ending of episode 2. And we flip over to a woman on a train. Goke, tell me about this woman on the train to end episode 2.
Well, this girl on the train is arriving at a train station coming into Tokyo. And, she's stretching, she's looking out, and it's cool because I see her. She says, oh, I can finally kiss the countryside goodbye. So again, I guess she's from the countryside as well. She's going into the new city. So maybe we're going to have a fish out of water story with this chick. But, she's like, oh, I guess I'll be in Tokyo by this afternoon. And when I'm looking at her, I'm actually looking at that sushi that she's eating. I'm like, dang, that joint looks good. But yeah, I guess she's going to be, I guess she's going to be like some type of student or something. I don't know. Maybe she's a teacher, but yeah, she's coming into the city and she's pretty excited about it.
Onix, did you see the part where she states she might be scouted by Stardust?
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't really.
I think that's another real life reference.
Yeah, it was some like, I think Stardust is some modeling agency in Japan.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like modeling acting, I think. But like I said, I didn't really. I saw it, but I just dismissed it. I was just more interested. Again, like Goke kept saying, "Here's another Naruto reference." I'm sorry, but yeah, it's like. Because Sensei Goju did say like we're picking up a new member.
Oh yeah,
and
right.
And then it went to the girl on the train. So they gotta be diverse. It's a 3-man squad, just like in Naruto and Boruto. And they're bringing in a girl. Hopefully, she's a little bit more useful. A little bit more useful than what Sakura was in the beginning.
Oh man!
Now I have high hopes for this girl. And yeah, I just looked it up, dude. Onix. It's cool that you lived in Japan because you know this stuff. I mean, you're from Japan, so yeah. Stardust Promotion is one of the biggest talent agencies in Japan. So this girl, yeah, dude, Onix, you're on it. You don't even know, but you're from there, so whatever. But
that like right over my head.
This is hilarious. So this girl is a reject. She's going there. Okay, you're supposed to be there as a jujitsu sorcerer going into the school, and this fool is like, I'm trying to get a modeling job. This girl is hilarious. She's gonna be funny. And that concludes this episode of Socially Anime. I hope you enjoyed our review of season 1, episode 1 and 2 of JuJuTsu Kaisen. If you like anything we had to say, drop a comment below and let us know what you think. Remember to hit that like button and share. Also, we've got a Facebook page going on, so hit us up on Facebook. You can find us at Socially Anime. We'll be back with you next week with our review of JuJuTsu Kaisen episode 3 and 4. Socially Anime, we out. Peace, guys.